Kia ora, friends. Vinay, your license and education advisor from Immigration Law Advisor, New Zealand-based company. The topic of today's video is about changes to the work visa in New Zealand. There have been a number of changes to the work visas done by Immigration New Zealand, which are going to be implemented in next couple of years. So the final implementation will be in 2021. Rather, I think this is one of the good thing which is happening with these changes rather than just doing it immediately. There've been a full planning for that. So the objective of these changes, as per Immigration New Zealand, is to make the things simpler for the employees as well as employers. For employers to hire migrants and for employees to get the visas. Rather having a simpler approach. Time will tell whether it's going to be simple or not, but there have been a lot of changes. It would not be possible to discuss each and every change in this one particular video. So just keeping in mind our ABS approach, accurate, brief, and simple, will stick to in this video about the overview of the work visa changes, what is being planned, and then we'll follow up with some other videos to highlight some of the elements which are very important and maybe elaborate them in more detail, right? To start with, like I mentioned, the changes will be implemented in on phases. So the final implementation of 2021 would be when the all these changes will come into effect. So the main change, if you look at it, what is happening is earlier the work visas applications are processed on the basis of first looking at the applicant, right, and then the job and then the employer. But now immigration is going to look at the upside down approach, which is uh, looking at the employer first and then looking at the job and then the employee. So what they are coming up with irons that has called this approach a three gate approach. So the first gate is the employer gateway, and then there is a gate two, which is the job gateway, and then the gate three is the employee gateway or the migrant gateway. So the first gate where talk about the employer gateways, uh, all the employers from 2021, as I mentioned, they need to be accredited. So they would be mandatory for any employer to hire any migrant. They need to be accredited by Immigration New Zealand. So there are gonna be different types of accreditations. Like, of course, if someone just wanna hire from from 1 to 5 employees from overseas, they need to have a standard accreditation. If someone wanna hire the high volume, they need a different accreditation, and then the third accreditation would be for the labor market, for the labor hire company. Just like there are a lot of construction companies in New Zealand, and and that would be about the employer side of it. Then part two, or the gate two, is for the job. The job will be assessed on the based of three different factors. Of course, if you are getting 200% of the median income in New Zealand, which is decided every year. At this stage, it is $25 per hour. So then there is no need to labor market test or employer to advertise the role with newspaper work and income, right? And second, if you there is a sector agreement, like there are a number of sectors like dairy industry, meat industry, hospitality. These are the few of the identified sector by Immigration in New Zealand, and they're gonna be negotiating with them in 2020. If you come under that sector agreement, then you will have some advantages as far as the job assessment is concerned. And then the third is the regional approach. So depending on where that job is, there would be some parameters to decide on the work visa. It's in itself a detailed topic, so we'll be putting a separate video on this to help you to understand more about it. And the gate three is, the of course, the migrant gateway, where the applicant will be assessed on the character, on the health, and other all other aspect what usually is, right? So just to give you an overview about the immigration bringing the work visa changes. So it's gonna be implemented in a phases. So nothing is changing immediately now, except few things which have already changed with regards to the increase of the work to resident visa. Rest this accreditation thing, it all come into effect in 2021. So what we discuss is about three gateway model. The first is assessing the employer. They need to be accredited. Number two, assessing the job. So there are parameters, be it the sector agreement, salary, and where you are, where that job is. And then gate three is for the employee, the migrants. So they'll be assessed on the character and police. So that's what we covered in this video. Hope this will give you a bit an idea about the changes coming in immigration New Zealand for the work visa. Thanks for watching our videos and liking them. I look forward to talk to you in near future. Thank you. Cheers.